friends, my name is Kat. Welcome back to my channel, Boss Babe DIY. As most of you know, my husband and I recently bought a 1930s stone cottage and are completely renovating the inside of it to turn it into our dream home, which is still a crazy thing to say out loud. If you haven't watched my first video where I give you a full walkthrough of the before, I'll link that in the video description box below. Otherwise, it's been about 12 weeks since I started construction on our house, so I wanted to give you guys some updates. It has changed a lot. There's a lot of walls down, a lot of things have changed in our initial plans, but we're really happy with how it's looking so far. So I wanted to give you guys an update. So let's jump right on in and I hope you enjoy. Construction at the house has begun very quickly. They started ripping down some walls this Monday. It is now Thursday. This is 4 days in and it's already like a completely different house. Let me take you on a walkthrough of what they've done so far. So they have already removed pretty much all of the plaster and lath from the walls that we are planning on taking down. This, as a reminder, is going to be all opened up and we're going to simulate those arches that were there before, just a lot wider, so this is all one big open space. All right, let's go in here. It's very messy. If you're walking through a house that is under construction, always, always, always wear closed-toed shoes. Step one, safety first. All right, this is gonna get opened up as well. Look at, I mean, come on, just already look at how much more open that is. So all of this is hopefully going to come down. We're still trying to figure out if this is this immediate row of boards, if this is a support wall. Our head of construction thinks it might be, so we will see what solution comes around with that. But in the meantime, we're going to stay optimistic. On into here, you can see they've already started to do some foundation work as well. So we knew this would be a thing that was happening, so we're not terribly worried about it. We knew that would be a thing. Again, that's why these beautiful floors may have to come up. We'll see. Oh, hello, stairs. Remember I said these stairs were going to be expanding this way. They have already taken down all of the plaster on here, so it will be expanding into this hallway. And they took out that horrid tile. Yes! I mean, this is just underlayment, but look, I was right. Look at what monsters decided to cover up the hardwoods with tile. Anyway. This little bathroom is under construction as well. All of this has come out. We'll be using these pipelines on the other side of the wall for my husband's bar, but that sink is gone. Thank goodness. And they have taken out this closet as well, or are working on it. This is where the new vanity will go eventually. This is why I'm not doing all of this myself, because I don't know what to do with that, so someone else will do that. Moving on. I mentioned before that these two rooms are pretty much staying how they are, pretty much. Let's go back to the kitchen. I'll show you. Look at, it's all gone. It's all gone. Except for this wall. Our designer last minute suggested moving this whole thing back a little bit to give us a little bit more room for the washer, dryer, pantry, etc. So that is the idea here. It will make this room a little bit smaller, but this is just going to be a guest room, and so we won't be utilizing it that often. And it should still leave plenty of room for the size bed we have and a couple of end tables, which should be about all anyone could ask for. One of my favorite things that has been revealed is this. This horrid laminate that someone decided to put down at some point. So for those of you worried about keeping the integrity of the house, trust me when I say that we are going to be upgrading in a very loving way that reflects more the style of the original house. These are not the first renovations to be done on the house, but I think they will be a mite better, more true to the original structure. Along those lines, here's this as well. This was under all of that wainscoting that was along the wall, and it's not even tile, it's faux tile. It's like it's over MDF. It's like a plastic over MDF. I don't know, one of you will probably correct me on that, but laminate over MDF in an interesting color. And you can also see that someone painted this wall peach at some point. So we have several colors going on here as well. We'll be painting the walls back a pretty neutral color since we do have bright pops of color going on other places in the house. Like I said, this is gonna get expanded. The kitchen will expand, the laundry room entryway will expand. Let me take you upstairs. Thank God I knew what this house looked like before and love this house and feel good in this house. So otherwise this would creep me out. So these stairs will be expanding. Dusty. And that hole we originally broke through the wall before. This is what's in there. Now you can kind of see it. So you can see there's the pitch of the roof, and then it looks like, I don't know if the dormers were put on afterwards or how exactly that came to be, but we're going to try to open up this. Let me see if I can get a better, you can kind of see the rafters up in there. Open this up, and then this will be where my tub will go, and we'll have a fancy schmancy tub room. Is the goal. I mean, the wall's already out, so I feel pretty good about it. There's also all this like storage space back here we might be able to utilize. We'll see. All right. This tiny little bathroom has also started to be broken down. That tiny little shower's still in there, but not for long. And we've got these little guys hanging out. So progress is happening. It's happening very quickly and it's very exciting. I saw some pieces of lumber that had been delivered outside today. So it looks like they'll be doing some more framing coming up here in the next week. So I'll keep you guys updated as these things move along. So unfortunately, when they took down one of the walls, it looks like they did break one of our sconces. I'm hoping that they're able to repair it or replace it or something, because I love this thing so much. And we've still got our two above the fireplace, but I just don't want any of these to go to waste. They are far too beautiful and far too cool and original to the house. So I want to see if we can fix these. Hello everyone. It is a rainy day in Nashville, but I wanted to give you all an update because things have changed. So I'm just gonna take you on a quick walkthrough of the house and show you what all has happened since the last time I checked in. There have been some changes, so let's just take a walk around. All right off the bat, when you walk in, you'll notice you can see straight through into what's gonna be our closet. So all of the ceilings had to come out because with the foundation work we were getting done, the plaster started cracking, and having cracked plaster hanging above our heads is not a great idea. So all of that had to come out, unfortunately, but that's okay. We made peace with that. And then the floors in the closet were just old attic flooring, so that had to come out, which is fine. Now it's much more level than it was before. So this will be where I'm going to build some beautiful built-ins eventually for all of our clothes. There's quite a bit of debris, which is good news. This is, honestly, I think this is the worst it's gonna get. You know, it has to get worse before it gets better. So I think this is it. This is the worst. Yeah, we'll see if I say that in a few days. The guest bathroom, you'll notice, it looks a little different as well because of the shifting of the foundation. All of the tile had to come out of the tub. However, this wasn't a great loss since they found out it was actually vinyl tile that was part of some fairly recent renovation they did. So no huge loss there. And then all of the walls have come out here as well. And let's see, let me take you through the living room next. Sorry, old dining room. I don't know. It's all one big space now. You can see all of the ceilings are out here as well. All of this is still out. And they were able to do some more framing in here. Now, I'm gonna say this on camera. It is not for sure just yet, but remember how I said our beautiful hardwoods were gonna have to come out because of all the foundation work we were getting done? We might be able to keep them. We might be able to keep them. It's hard to tell on camera, but you can see that they really haven't like cracked or popped or buckled anywhere. Because we've been doing the foundation work over several weeks and not all at once, they've actually stayed intact really well. So we think we might be able to keep them. And one neat thing we found out about them recently is that they are not in fact oak like we originally thought. They are maple, which is so cute. We're on Maplewood Place. We're calling it Maplewood Manor. It would be so cute if we could keep these floors. So I am still very hopeful. They still have not moved. Obviously we'll have to fill in some of these gaps and just get it generally refinished. But cross your fingers, guys, because I want to keep these floors. I want to keep them. So that's one of the bigger updates. The other biggest update is our stairs. Look at these beautiful stairs. They are much wider than the original ones, if you recall. And oh my gosh, look at all this wonderful headspace. Now they are in fact so much larger than the last ones that you may notice that they come in front of what used to be the guest room door. So this has been our major adjustment. We did have to wall up this door in order to fit these stairs, and I'm not exaggerating when I say we have moved these stairs probably 7 times, tried every configuration we can think of, and in order for us to stay to code and still have all the room we need for the bathroom fixtures upstairs, this is where we landed. I've already made my peace with it. So this is being walled up, and we are extending this little hallway landing into my office. Again, I've made my peace with it. The room will be a touch smaller, but honestly, I don't think the footprint is going to change all that much. So there's going to be a wall here and a wall here. The door to the guest room is going to be right here, and the door to my office will be over here to the left. That way, the door to the guest room is still very close to the bathroom, but nobody has to walk through anyone else's room to get there. So that just means that this will change the layout for my built-ins. This closet is actually going to go away. And since we know this is going to be my office, they were originally going to build out another closet here, but I've asked them to leave that off, and I'm just going to do some custom built-ins here for all of my craft storage, maybe desk. We'll see. I'm taking measurements for that today. But it will still be plenty of room for my office. I just love having this corner be my office. Since it has so much light, you know, I want the space that gets the most natural light from day to day. So let's head upstairs, shall we? Okay, things look quite a bit different up here as well. As you can see, it's very open, which honestly is not too far off. There will still be a wall here for our bathroom. It did have to scooch in about 4 inches because of the stair space. That's fine, no big deal. It doesn't really change anything that we're doing. Our toilet room will eventually be there. And this is the biggest update. So this is again where the tub room is going to go. They have braced out the flooring here, the floor joists, because a tub full of water and a 6'1" person is going to weigh a good bit. So they wanted to make sure everything was reinforced properly. And there's also a ton of room back here. They floated the idea of pushing this whole wall back a few inches just to give us even more space. We'll see. If nothing else, I would love to do like an access door here or on the other side just for extra storage, you know, Christmas items, things like that. So, this is what the master is looking like right now. That terrible, teeny tiny little bathroom is gone. Hallelujah. I don't know what that was. This just came out of my mouth. So this is still going to be removed, and then that's going to be walled off for HVAC access as planned. And then here's the upstairs view of the closet. I will not be going in there for safety reasons. So there's still quite a bit of work to do, but it's looking pretty good, don't you think? Tell me what you think. Hello friends, and welcome back to the house. It's been about 2 months now into our demo and framing process. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's actually gone by pretty quickly and we've gotten a lot done. So let me just show you. We've got some really excellent news and some not so great news. So I'll give you the good news first. So you may recall that we have been holding out hope and crossing our fingers to be able to keep our hardwoods. And we found out this week that we are going to be able to keep them. The foundation work didn't crack them or pop them at all. So we get to keep these beauties. It's clearly covered in dirt right now, but you can see it was this really dark finish. The floors were clearly recently refinished, but I think what we're gonna do is we're clearly gonna have some guys come in and patch all those places where the walls were and anywhere else we might be missing flooring, but we are going to refinish these and make it a much lighter color to brighten this up. Although I'll have you note, it is 7 o'clock in the evening and there is no electricity in this house right now. Look how bright it is. I mean, there's so much natural light in here already. I'm so excited. So that's the good news. The bad news is I'm so sweaty. No, that's clearly not it, but it is very hot today, so I apologize. No, the bad news is it looks like somebody may have tried to break into the house at some point after hours when the construction crew is gone, and unfortunately it broke our door. So you can see here there are cracks all down here, and this is a wooden door. So you can see they tried pretty hard to get in, and our lock, the whole mechanism, all the pins, the springs, everything just, I mean, fell out when we tried to open it next. And this is the biggest thing. You can see they tried to pop it open and it cracked our door. So with damage like this, we could try to epoxy it back together, but really for safety, we're probably gonna have to get a new door, which is a bummer because I was gonna try to strip all the paint off of this door and take it down to the original hardwood. But we are going to try to take the pins and everything to a locksmith and see if they can make this work again. We think this must be the original hardware. If either way, it's beautiful, so we want to try to keep this. But there is a place in Nashville called preservation station. I think I may have mentioned them once before. I'll take you on a tour of that once I get there. But they have more doors than you could ever hope to imagine in one place. And all of them are from renovation projects that have happened in Nashville. So they're original to Nashville. So if we are going to, excuse me, if we are going to get a new door, we'll probably get one from there. So it's still something original to Nashville, and it's still something that fits the time period. So we'll make it work. These things do happen. The good news is that our construction crew, packs up their tools every day, so nothing got stolen. So that's that. Let me take you on a tour of the rest of the place. Okay. So you can see we're moving right along. We've gotten pretty much all of the plaster out of the house now, at least on the main floor. And you can see those little blue boxes and some white boxes up here. So electrical started this week, which is very exciting and also kind of nerve-wracking. I got weirdly anxious about it. Suddenly it was kind of like, oh, okay, it's real, it's happening. I hope I made all the right decisions. We are putting some recessed lighting in here. So, of course that's not period, but that's where we are. We're gonna have that, and then any of our non-recessed lights I am going to try to source or recycle the pieces we already had in the house, so we do get all of our statement pieces be vintage. So that's our exciting news of the week. Plumbing is also starting very soon. You can see some PVC pipe down here. HVAC has also gone in. That is complete. So that's exciting. So hopefully one day it won't be 100 degrees in here and I won't be sweating all over myself. Pretty much all of the framing is done at this point. I think they've got a couple small things to finish up, but here is where we have landed. I'll start here. This is a little hall closet that our designer Sarah decided would be a good idea for storage and coats, and we may end up putting cat litter in here. We may get creative with that since we do have 2 cats. We want to find a good space for that to go. So I'll come around this way first. So this is still very open, hasn't changed very much. We've got our this all framed out, and these are all going to be bookcases. Now, we decided against the wine storage in here just because I don't know if we could fill up an entire wall's worth of wine, and my husband's gonna have this nice big beautiful bar, so we decided to opt for a huge bookshelf. Depending on how much goes in, I may end up building a bench here. We'll see, maybe, just maybe. The kitchen is looking about the same. We did get some electrical put in here as well. It's hard to see because the light, I'm literally shooting into a window. But there we go. We've got some boxes up here. We are going to be doing some like architectural lamps, those like those Pixar lamps. You know what I'm talking about? That have the angle on them. So we're gonna do those above our windows, since we won't have space for upper cabinets, since we have all of these beautiful windows, just to give us some overhead lighting. We did order our stove, so that's exciting. You'll get to see that soon. And this is looking pretty much the same, except all of the plaster is down. And they framed out around here a little more. So let's go back here and I'll show you the biggest updates on the main floor. All right, starting here. So, because the foundation work was done so well, this tile has actually not popped at all either. And I like it. So we're gonna keep it. One day I might change my mind, but it looks really nice and it gives, it still has that kind of like vintage feel. Clearly we're gonna have to fill in here, but I did find a box of spare tile. So this, clearly not the original, but someone recently redid it and we have just enough to fill in this space. So that's super exciting. I did go ahead and buy shower hardware, so that's going to be going in soon. And we started picking out some tile as well. So that's all very exciting, and I'll show that to you guys as well. All right, so last time I left you, we had to close in the old guest room door because of the size of our beautiful new staircase. And here is the extended hallway as it stands. And you know what? I love it. I thought it was going to really encroach on my office, and you know, it does take up some space, but really there's so much space left in there, and I like how open it feels at the bottom of the staircase now. They are actually going to be leaving in this tiny little, I'm sorry, let me back up. Let me go through the door. Ah, my nice new office door. Clearly this is where they're storing a lot of debris currently. So as you go around the corner, they are going to leave this little closet in, and I actually love that. I think I'm going to use this for a lot of my camera storage and photography lights and things like that, and then utilize this wall maybe for some organizational stuff, or maybe a wall calendar and a desk. So I think there's still a lot of potential in this room, and I'm very excited. How many times have I said that? I'm so excited. I'm very excited. So this is the new doorway for the guest room. These pipes clearly still have to come out, but these go to the old bathroom, so they're useless at this point. So those will be coming out very soon. So this will be the new entrance into the guest room. And you can see there's still tons of room in here. And we are going to keep the original closet as it is. So that's the main floor. Let's head upstairs. Okay. Now, brace yourselves. The upstairs has changed drastically. Okay. Ah, they have framed out our bathroom, and it's so big. Okay. So you come up the stairs. There's going to be one of our sconces is going to go right here. You come in the bathroom, and if you can picture it, my vanity is going to be right here. The vanity is going to be painted a nice bold bright color, you'll see later. One of those old ceiling lights is going to go above it. My husband's vanity will be over there. If you turn to your left, this is where the shower is going to go, right? So we have decided we're going to do a half wall here, cut the corner, and then do glass all along here. So the footprint's going to look like this, right? This whole back wall is going to be a beautiful, beautiful blue tile all the way around the half wall as well. And then the floors are going to be this lovely white penny round tile. So that's going to look really, really lovely, I think. And then as you go around the shower, if you can picture it here, you'll take a left, and this will be our water closet. We're going to have a couple lights in here so it doesn't look so terrifying. And so that will be back there, tucked away. And then go back to the entrance. So then if you take a right, my beautiful tub area. So it actually changed a little from what we originally discussed, but I love it. So right now it's an A-frame. I thought we were going to like do a little bit of a wall on either side, but I love it. I think it's super fun, super funky. Who knows, this may change, but either way, I love it. There's headspace enough for me to walk in now. There's going to be a chandelier hanging in the very back. And I ordered the tub this week, and it's going to look glorious. So it will go in here. So that's the bathroom. All right, onward. Remember how I said we were flirting with the idea of moving that wall back? Well, we ended up in a relationship with that idea. So it wasn't just a few inches, it was a few feet. We got a good probably 4.5 feet of space here. So that's cool. It definitely changed around some of my plans, but I think I've got some fun new plans for it. So this is going to be, this is right at the top of the stairs, right at the landing. So I think I could do some fun storage things with this, maybe make this like a little exercise area if we want. And then this is into our master bedroom. They have framed all of this out. Okay. Obviously the wall got pushed back in here as well. I think we were originally going to do a seating area over by the window, but I think what we're going to do now is do a little seating area over here with a lamp and maybe, you know, a small bookshelf, something super cozy. I think this would be really, really nice over here. So that's the plan for right now. And we've got lots of junk up here as well, but that's all part of the process. This is the fun part. This is where you get to see the guts of a house and how it's all put together. So back here, I'm not going to step over all of this stuff, but back here they've built out HVAC access, and then this will just be additional storage for any of our, you know, Christmas things or what have you. And then this, I am so excited about. They have opened up the closet area, and it is huge. I mean, I knew it was big, but now that they've taken the walls out and lifted the ceiling, it is massive. So I was still planning to do built-ins along each wall, but now it's gonna be completely wide open, and I love it. I think it's great. And just as a reminder, let's see if I can get it all. I am 6'1", and my husband is 6'6". So this is wonderful. I am beyond thrilled. So that's where we are, sweaty and all, and yeah, we're moving right along. Next we've got, like I said, we've got electrical starting to go in, plumbing is next, and then we have to do a couple rounds of inspections. And then from there we start getting some drywall up. So we're moving right along, and I'm getting to, my husband and I are getting to make some of the design decisions now. We get to pick out tile, and we've gotten to plan out the kitchen and things like that. So we're getting into the really fun stuff and the stuff that I can actually get in here and put my own touch on. So that is super exciting. So I will keep you guys updated as these things keep moving along. But until then, I will see you guys next time.